Welcome back to the Root Cause Podcast today. And today we've got a real interesting group here, Taylor. So it's met Bryan French, I guess, in May. And Bryan's from Nebraska. But first of all, tell us about your journey in ag. You've been in ag your whole career, it sounds like, but you've touched on a few different sides of the puzzle.
Yeah. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And to your comments, I've been in ag for 48 years. Most of it served on the retail side, working with growers and customers alike, and had just loved the industry. And I guess I'm committed to it till the day I retire. So
yeah. So when we first met with him, we were out there. Rachel named him 007.
007.
James Bond.
Okay.
So he's kind of got that look about him, you know, that 007 look. So
I don't know how she came up with that, but
well, she's capable. But yeah, your new company. You've gone out on your own with some partners, and just might mention them. And
yes, we have two other owners, or co-owners, if you will. Our company name is Prolific Ag. Prolific Ag.
Oh, how did y'all come up with that?
Just we were looking AI. We were looking for different ideas to, something
You're
different in the marketplace.
You're not supposed to admit that. Yeah. So
no, that's about as simple as it was. We just developed a list that we could choose from, and we ended up with Prolific Ag.
Yeah. So I've been to your place there in O'Neill, and met some of the guys and all. It looks like y'all have put together a pretty good, maybe 100 years worth of experience in this line of work, and
yes.
Y'all been working towards this for a while, and went out on your own with the new product called IsoBlue, as you can see it here today.
Correct.
And that's what we're going to talk about a little bit, and we're using it here on our farm. We've got I think over 100 tons put out so far, and just have learned about you in May. That's pretty fast, isn't it? So
it's moving along well.
Well, tell us a little bit about what IsoBlue is.
IsoBlue is a melted urea product that we add a sulfur content to it, along with an isoprenoid amino complex.
So you're dependent on amino acids.
That is correct.
Yeah.
We purposely made the product this way to be very versatile. It fits into different applications. Different rates, works with any product that we've been able to find and to test it with. So
yeah, and here on the farm, full disclosure, we're spraying it over the top of soybeans and cotton, and we've gotten some burn, but we were mixing with some stuff. We had a cocktail, so
we're pretty good bartenders when it comes to mixing up a tank mix.
But I guess you and Taylor maybe, I'm just farming. I don't care anything about all the science, but the NH2 part versus the NH4. Tell us a little bit about the difference in this and our typical UAN products. And, this is a foliar. It is a not infura, but 2x2. It is a by the row option. It is a UAN replacement.
Yes, it is. It's like mentioned, it's a melted urea. We deliver it in the amine form into the plant. We use fulvic acid as the agent to move it into the plant quickly and effectively.
Like within an hour.
Yes, it's when it hits the plant, it's 100% available.
So if you're using other forms of nitrogen, Taylor, how does that work?
It just has to be broken down by the soil to get to that point. You're hitting the ground, and then the soil's got to break those molecules apart to make it available.
So you got energy. You've got the plants burning energy to get that happening, and then that's energy that you're not obtaining for photosynthesis. Is that fair to say?
That is correct. What we do is we limit the amount of energy the plant has to expend to convert it into a usable form, because we're delivering it in a very usable form already.
And so a lot of us here, we're fighting against what FDR said in the 30s, that a nation that it destroys its soil destroys itself. So we're working on a lot of different things with soil health, and nitrogen is a component we must have. And this is not a no salt option, but it is much lower than your conventional ways.
A very low salt option. Yes, that's correct.
In comparison.
Yes.
So Taylor, that's a big thing. If we don't burn a bunch of bugs off while we're making our yield within.
Yeah, and we've done well with finding alternatives for other, nutrients as far as low salt options. Nitrogen's just one that's that's hard to find. So this being low salt and easier on your plants and your biology is real good.
So let me flip my page here. It's really a funny product in that it also raises the Brix levels in plants.
Yes, as you as the proteins get in the plant and you're creating more energy, you're creating higher sugar levels. The Brix level will rise considerably.
Yeah. So Taylor, talk about we got a local person to put 1.5 gallons in their fungicide on some corn. And what did we see with that?
Yeah, we sent some sap samples off from the treated and the untreated. And the sugar content in the plant was just almost double, just from 1.5 gallons foliar at tassel. Moved to all the other elements as well, but that one was one that really showed up to me. And that's going to fend off diseases and insect pressure and things like that as well, with that plant being healthy.
Just overall more healthy plant.
Right.
Yeah. So Bryan, what can we expect as we farmers? We need to raise products that are more nutrient dense than what we need to go back to a time when nutrient density is a real concern. So have you seen anything on that?
As you build the health of the plant up and you build your Brix level, your sugar content in the plant, you're also creating a higher protein level. And, that has been our past experiences with, what's going on there. You're getting a higher protein, whether you're putting it into silage or whatever it may be.
Corn, beans, wheat.
Beans. The protein levels are good. We're also gaining yield with our products over a check, or standard use program.
Yep.
And the test weights have been good, and it's just those are things that Mother Nature has to help determine. But one thing is consistent is we are building higher proteins in the product.
Right. And so that's a win-win, because, we're becoming a protein society. We're focused on not eating any, just heavy, good protein dense foods. Yes. So that is a big win.
And I think something you spoke on is you're making more yield with less input.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not, the nitrogen level in here, we say 1 gallon to 1 gallon, but you're not getting those same pounds.
You're using more out of it. When you go gallon for gallon versus a 32 program, you're running about 30% less actual nitrogen.
Yeah.
And we're achieving as good or better results consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're young in this. You've got a lot of trials out to see just where it is, what is equal to 100% rate of 32 UAN to what this product can do.
We have multiple trials out. We have it on multiple different crops. It could be corn. It could be, we have some silage testing we're doing. We're doing it on grasses. We're doing it on potatoes. So we're going to have a lot of data collected by the end of this growing season. And I think it'll show positive.
So we've got some on some hemp.
Yeah.
And it really looks different. Really a strong crop coming on. Taylor and I, we've never used a paper to roll up nothing, but this ain't that kind of hemp. But it sure smells like it and looks like it. But me and Taylor, we may be some pretty good hemp farmers before this is over.
Well, it was impressive when we looked at it the other day.
Yeah, it's
Impressive.
worrying me a little bit. It looks really good.
And it's we have not got it harvested. So we may be the most successful hemp growers with no harvest. We're unsure. So it doesn't look like it's going to be an easy harvest, but we are working on it. And you know, it's providing an end source for a crop that just does not like salt. And so we're giving this a different effort, and that's going for this product here. This is hempwood on the wall behind us, and this has got all kinds of uses. So we're trying the IsoBlue in soybeans, cotton, and hemp on the farm. We've got some grass. It's got some on it. We've got a neighbor's got some corn with some. So yeah, the product's here in Tennessee and available. So we've got some to help retail, and we're in negotiations with not Pacific Grow, but Prolific Agriculture. And, you know, we're trying to come up with a good solid plan to get this available in bulk to the farmers of West Tennessee and surrounding areas coming up. So it looks very promising. Let's talk about your other two products. Well, actually just the Sure Thrive. Just talk about it a little bit. We've got some of it as well, and what it does for applying with herbicides and all those things.
Yeah, the Sure Thrive product was developed with our partner. We have another partner in Texas that provides the premium non-ionic surfactant. And what we do is we add our isoprenoid complex to that surfactant. You know, once again, we're all about plant health. We're about making that plant stronger, and we developed it at a low rate use, and it's a low cost to the grower, and it fits right in with what they currently.
Taylor, he said low cost.
I heard it.
Well, I'll give you an example. We're putting on 3.2 ounces per acre of Sure Thrive, and what the grower can expect is at $2.20 an acre.
Yeah, and we're paying that for a lot of mixes from big box ag retail stuff, and we're not getting the power of those of the aminos and all the other stuff. So with that product, I mean, we can look for more root strength, earlier vigor.
Yes. All the features of an isoprenoid amino complex are available through that surfactant. I mean, you're using the surfactant when you're applying herbicides, fungicides, some insecticides, and you're also generating greater plant health while you do it.
Yeah, and it gets into the plant too. It gives an avenue to get it into the plant, like the IsoBlue as well.
That is correct.
And you're building resilience in the plant for stress tolerance, which we're not in a drought this week here in West Tennessee. You're down from Nebraska, and it's rained all night. So talk about that a little bit.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
we don't get a lot of these types of rains in Nebraska, but it's been better lately up there.
So we've probably had 3 inches overnight. How much would that be for your yearly rainfall?
Oh, it's probably 20% of our yearly rainfall.
Ain't that something?
So
yeah. So I hope your sunroof didn't leak on that Dodge truck out there.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, but also these prenoids, they're giving the plant defense against plant disease and everything. It's building that up, antioxidant protection on plants.
And you know, one of the neat things of what isoprenoids add to the Sure Thrive mix is the ability to help that plant quickly metabolize what you're applying.
Yeah. And you know, that should lead to killing bigger and better weeds faster.
You know, it could, but you know, it's hard to make that claim when there's a lot of factors involved.
Yeah.
What I can tell you is it'll help metabolize what you are applying, and it does improve the plant health.
Right.
In the meantime. So
I would think you would be able to cut your herbicide rate just a little. Instead of using that top rate on the herbicide label, maybe you can come down to the lower rate where we've always had to apply the high rate just to get the coverage.
Yeah. The way we offer it is strictly from the plant health side.
Yeah.
And then I think there's a lot of benefits when you add the isoprenoid complex.
So you're not going to tell me I can cut my Roundup rate?
I can't do that.
Yeah. But I tell you, Taylor, the other thing here, what are you seeing with our nodes on the beans and the cotton? You think it's helping with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's stacking them a lot tighter than we usually do. I mean, we've got 12, 13 node cotton at 18 inches tall. I mean, that's just, you got 2 inches instead of 6 inches between the nodes on cotton. And the branches are already shorter. I mean, we've only been growing for a month and a half now on cotton. And then the beans, I've always liked for my beans to touch from node to node. If they're not touching, there's too far between them.
Well, you'd like to put one finger between them.
Maybe, yeah. But it's doing a good job on that. And they're holding it. Usually we have trouble with them holding that much crop on them. And just because they run out of nutrients or stress or something like that. But it seems to be helping with that a lot.
Yeah.
I know every field we looked at in the last day or two has been really impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, the crop looks good in West Tennessee.
Yeah. So what's been the adaptation of, you talk to a lot of producers everywhere, and you've been talking to them for a long time over a lot of things. So what is the feedback, and what is the process that the farmer can expect by trying?
The feedback has been really, really good with our new product. We're getting a lot of acceptance across the different areas, different crops. And, the feedback has been positive. I would leave it at that. But, it's an education process. Some growers are very familiar with what we're trying to do. Some are not.
Yeah.
And we just spend time with them and kind of walk them through all the steps.
Right.
And, till they're comfortable.
Yeah.
And
like I said at the beginning of the podcast, we've had a little burn, but we're getting a very efficient way to put out nitrogen that's going to allow us to spoon feed differently.
Mm-hmm.
And, so that anybody out here with questions needs to reach out to us here at Rooted Ag Systems or Prolific Ag, and you might give a shout out to your website. And
our website is prolificag.com.
Okay.
And then do y'all do social media stuff, or?
We have
007, and you ain't got the email on that one, huh?
No, I tell you what, we have a group of a team that does work on social media.
I tell you where y'all are at. Look you up as Prolific Ag and look us up as Rooted Ag Systems. Taylor, you've been taking some pictures here. We're going to get some stuff out in the next week. And it looks really, really good. And, here in our cotton, it may really be a big player with the cotton. So because it's so tricky, the nitrogen piece of it. And,
well, like you touched on, the ability to give it to it when the plant needs it. Yeah. Versus, we were always.
I believe that's probably more a new trend now that's happening. Instead of staging all your nutrients up front and having to, the crop try to work through all that, we're putting it on when it's needed, and we're staging it out. And by spoon feeding, if you will, you can use less nutrients. But you're putting them on at the right time when it's needed.
You're more efficient. Because I can just imagine us having, say you had 60 units of urea out at planting, and we've had, 12 inches of rain since we planted. We're not going to have any of that there.
No, it's going to disappear on you.
It's going to be gone. So this gives us the ability to put it to the plant and the plant uptake it.
And it takes it up very quickly. Yep. And that's the whole key to it, to get it in the plant and get it to work. And get it working. Yeah.
So tell me again, at Prolific Ag, who's been doing podcasts and all for y'all?
We have Kyle Olson. He's our agronomist, and he does a lot of the technical work for our company. And he's been doing several podcasts.
Yeah. Well, you've never done a podcast till today.
That's my first.
And you did good, 007.
Thanks.
And if Taylor Sheraton's looking for a new actor, Taylor, we're his agent, aren't we?
Yeah, so, he started here.
So. Yeah, started here. So we're going to take all the credit for that. But like I said, reach out to any of us here about information. There's a product available here in the 2026 season of the IsoBlue or the what's it called?
Sure
Sure Thrive. And we're seeing really good things on our farm. So challenge the world to try it. And next year we'll maybe have some bulk forms available here for for your complete nitrogen needs on your crop. Is that fair?
That's very fair.
Thanks for coming.
Appreciate
Yep. Thank you guys.
You bet.
Appreciate it.